I don't wanna waste a minute. Don't have any plans, swing it. If you got a glass, fill it. Cause I need it now. Money is a bitch in it. I don't wanna think about it. So if you know the song, sing it. Cause I need it now. Take me to a place where the music's loud. I don't wanna think right now. Flashing lights running through the crowd. I don't ever wanna stop. So let's get out. Let's get out. I got money in my pocket and I'm about to fucking drop it with you now. With you now. Tear the roof off every building. I know I'll be spending millions with you. Just tell me what you wanna do. So let's get out. Let's get out. I got money in my pocket and I'm about to spend it all. I don't wanna waste a minute. Don't have any plans, swing it. If you got a glass, fill it. Cause I need it now. Money is a bitch in it. I don't wanna think about it. So if you know the song, sing it. Cause I need it now. Take me to a place where the music's loud. I don't wanna think right now. Flashing lights running through the crowd. I don't ever wanna stop. So let's get out. Let's get out. I got money in my pocket and I'm about to fucking drop it with you now. With you now. Tear the roof off every building. I know I'll be spending millions with you. Just tell me what you wanna do. So let's get out. Let's get out. I got money in my pocket and I'm about to spend it all. About to spend it all. About to spend it all.
cheek.
Hello. No, Antonio, I'm not about to answer or announce my OnlyFans. I got a fan in the background and a fan right here. These are the only fans on my channel. Welcome, everybody. Well, this is a little different, isn't it? Than what the show has been since for the past 35 episodes. I think this would technically be the 35th episode if that's what this was, but it is not. I see there's a few of you here already. Yay for that. I guess I need to skip a week more often and I'll get more engagement. So anyway, let's see. It looks like Antonio's here, of course. What's up, Antonio? How you doing, my man? And sorry about the mess in the background too. I just got shit all over the place. I got multiple projects going at the same time. Please move that fan out of the way so it doesn't look so junky. But anywho, Triv's here. What's up, Triv? How you doing? Bread? Hi, Bread. How are you? LH is also here. That is on YouTube. And yeah, that's it in the chat. So welcome to all of you and anyone else who comes in here in the next few. This isn't going to be a super long stream. Maybe I'll go an hour at most. I do plan on doing a little something at the end. Some entertainment stuff. But let's see. Haha, the OnlyFans in the room. Yep. My virgin wall looks awesome. My wall of virginity. Yes. You can only see part of it. There's so much more to it. So much more to the wall of virginity. You can't even see the double stack thing of games and the other smaller thing of games and then the whole other rack of systems. It's pretty bad. If I wasn't married, I'd never get laid. Doing pretty well. Good to hear, Antonio. Everybody asking how everybody's doing. Hi, how you doing? So anyway, okay. So let's jump right into it. What is today about? As you all, those of you that tune into the channel regularly know, last week I canceled the show, the Almost Awesome Show episode. I think that would have been 35. I could be wrong on that. I canceled that for a multitude of reasons. There's a couple of things going on there. Lots of different things happen. Nothing bad. Nothing bad is happening. I'm not like, oh, I'm struggling. I need help. Everybody go to Patreon and I need money to pay my electric. And nothing. No, nothing like that. I'm not going to hit you guys with anything like that. Nothing bad. This isn't a bad stream either. There are going to be some changes though. I feel like I did this not too long ago. But anyway. So yeah, anyway, last week, and this wasn't something I planned on. It just kind of happened. But it was something I had been thinking about. I was coming up, it was actually the weekend. I typically, the way that I structure this show, ever since I went, which hasn't been that long, ever since I went down to one day a week, I typically, like a couple of days before the show is when I'll start compiling things. Now, I've always told myself every day I need to go in there and like look at the news stories up to that point and kind of like pick and choose and just kind of have like a list of the ones I like or that I'm interested in, and then, you know, whittle away at them at the end. No, what always happened, because I'm a procrastinator at heart, is that last minute, well, not last minute, like the day before, or at best 2 days before, I would spend a whole fucking day just going through every single bit of news there was to go through. Now, some people may be able to just like say, just go through and just pick this, that, and the. I feel like I'm gonna miss something. That's the completionist side of me. I feel like if I'm that person that, let's like in a video game. Even if it's not an exploratory video game, if I don't, my little character, it's kind of compulsive. If I don't search, at least walk over to every single corner of every single spot of said game, I feel as if I'm going to miss something. There's something I lost. There's something I missed. I was that kid when I was a little kid that I didn't want to go to bed before everybody because I was afraid I was going to miss something. And that is like kind of how I am throughout everything in my life. If I don't do it 100% to the max, there's something I could have missed, and I'm going to realize it later and regret it. So when it comes to these news stories, I would literally scour like just pages and pages and pages, so much stuff. And it would be kind of mind-numbing. And I got to the point where I was not looking forward to doing that. That's why I wanted to do it daily, but procrastinator, like I said, so I wasn't doing that, and I would spend at least the whole entire day doing that, and it was kind of getting to the point where I was not looking forward to doing that. I enjoyed doing the show, but I didn't like all the preparation that went into it. And part of that is me. I fully acknowledge part of it is because of the way that I was doing it. I had gotten better at doing that, at better managing my time, if you will. But yeah, it just wasn't, that whole aspect of it was taking up a lot. The whole idea behind, I know I'm all over the place. I don't have like any notes or anything to go off on. But the whole idea behind doing this show was, there were a couple ideas. One of which was I was getting bored to a degree with what I was doing. I still enjoyed talking about movies and stuff online and all that, but I was getting bored, and I knew through getting bored it was affecting my content. It was becoming more about get content out, not what content I'm getting out. And I didn't like that, so I needed to do something to change that, because I know that I am the type of person who can fall into a rhythm and kind of stick with that and not realize, you're getting monotonous or something like that. So I said, hey, let's do this show where I can just have new, different things every week and just do whatever the hell I want, and I can keep it fresh all the time. Well, unfortunately, the show started falling into kind of like, this is the same thing every week. Imagine that. I enjoyed and still enjoy that kind of, that platform, I guess. Yeah, we'll go with platform. I think that's the wrong word. I don't know. My brain's a little fried right now. But I still enjoy doing things that way, but it too was getting to the point where there were times that I was coming up with news stories and stuff like that just because I needed one there. Not because I wanted to talk about it so much, just because, I need 8 stories. I've only got 6. I guess we'll talk about this shit over here. There are even times on the show I think I said, just talk about this because it's there. Thanks Antonio for my electric bill. I really appreciate it. You've kept me off the street for one more day. No, but thank you very much for that super chat there, my friend. Antonio said I went to bed first so I didn't have to be the last one awake. There you go, man. Yeah, see, that's how it was. I kind of still am. I'm always the last one awake in the house. But anyway, moving on from there. Hey, what's up, Brian? How you doing? Happy Wednesday. But yeah, anyway, I was not as fulfilled from it anymore. Then when, and this isn't placing blame of any way, but like when Nick had to take a bit of a hiatus because of stuff he had going on, which things are going well for Nick, by the way, for you guys, not putting his business out there, but things are working out for him, and that's great. And he will be back on the platform more regularly. He's still here, or there. But the things he had going on have worked out, and they're working out for him. So good for him. Everybody wish him well. But when he left, it kind of left me there. When he had to take a break, it kind of left me where then it was just me. I was all alone. Now, I always, even when I did the podcast a while back, any type of show like that, I've always preferred to have another person with me because I just find it more interesting and more fun to have someone to bounce things off of. So when it's just me, not that I can't talk for 2 hours straight, I absolutely can. Kind of doing it now. But I don't know. I didn't find it as fun or entertaining or as fulfilling to just sit there and talk about news stories by myself. Some content creators do that, and good on them. I'm happy for them, and they do a great job at it. I watch some of them. And there are times that it may be something I truly want to talk about, maybe an individual video or something like that is warranted, and I would do that. It's fine. Or maybe a video with somebody else. I don't know. But I came to the conclusion, at least for right now, I didn't want to do that because it started to become a chore again. I started dreading having to get everything together for Wednesday's show. But I know that there's a part of me that still enjoys that, so I still want to do it. So ultimately, what I'm saying, and I'll go into a little bit more, because those of you that do enjoy the show, I don't want to freak you out, but I'm putting that aspect of this channel, the show part, the Almost Awesome Show, on. I don't like the word indefinite because usually when people say indefinite, that means forever, even though that's not what the word means, but we all know what that means. I'm going to say temporary, but it is kind of indefinite. A hiatus, as they say. I want to set it aside for now for a multitude of reasons. All the reasons I stated a moment ago, which were kind of scatterbrained, but also because I want to concentrate on my content. And not so much the volume of content I have, but the quality of my content. Because another issue, and I'll just be totally frank here, while views and subscriptions and how big your channel is and all of that aren't the be-all, end-all, people will always say, usually smaller content creators such as myself, oh, that stuff doesn't matter. It does matter. And this is not me in any way, shape, form, or fashion begging for anything. Everything I have and I've achieved and that you guys have given me here on this channel over the years I've been here, I am supremely grateful for. I'm blown away by the some of the people I've met and the relationships that have been forged here. But admittedly, over the years that I've been here, I was hoping to be a bit bigger by this point. Now, I can sit here, and there's a lot of other little aspects to this, but these are the main talking points. I can sit here and I can say, well, and I know I'm all over the place. Sorry, that's me. I was also hoping that this show would bolster that and move things up. Now, do I need 100,000 subscribers or something like that to be happy? No, but it definitely makes this whole thing a bit easier because you get more engagement. You get your voice out there to an actual audience. Right now, my audience is much smaller. Those of you that are YouTubers that have smaller audiences, you know what I mean. The money aspect of it, sure, I would like to have a bit more coming in from this whole endeavor because I spend a lot of time on it, but that's not even the most important part to me. I'm not saying it's not important. We all want to make, income from our work. We want to be paid for our work, of course. I don't need a ton of money, honestly. I mean, I own my house outright. I am fortunate enough to have landed in a spot in my life to where I financially am okay. I still have to have income, but I'm trying to get apart. I'm not doing a very good job of it, but I'm trying to get across that the money is not what's most important to me. It is more the fulfillment, but it's hard to have fulfillment and engagement when you don't have a large audience or a larger audience when you're not growing. Well, my channel a little while back kind of stalled, and while there's minute growth, it's not much. There was a period of time my channel was growing quite a bit. Now, what you got to do, me, myself, personally, I am a strong proponent of reflection, true, harsh, look in the mirror reflection. And I decided, I know you guys are shooting comments and I'm going to check those out, but I needed to look at that and be honest with myself. Now, what does that mean? When I start looking at it, I can sit here and as many people, and I have in the past, and there is some truth to this for sure. And I think it's different for everybody. I can blame the algorithm. I can blame that, it's a 1 in a million thing, or it's a 1 in this or that. And it's not my fault. It's this fault. It's that. This is why I'm not being successful. This is why I'm not gaining subscribers. This is why I'm not getting more views. I can do that all day long. And there are cases where these things you're pointing at, or I'm pointing at rather, I only speak for myself, they definitely are contributing factors. And sometimes they're overwhelming factors. But as a whole, my channel has seen growth in the past. And I had steady growth for a while there. Things were looking extremely well. And then it stalled. Why did it stall? So I have to look at the product I'm putting out there for people. And the fact of the matter is yes, that product did change to a degree because I got stale in some ways. Or I'm not going to say the passion wasn't there, but I think part of it was misplaced. I wasn't 100%, I wasn't fully doing it because I loved it. I still love it, and I still did love it, but there were other things muddying up the water, if you will. And I think that was affecting my content. And since ultimately what I could say is I wasn't putting out the best content I could, and that's why people weren't watching. And I appreciate anybody who says, no, your content's great, no, and that's great. Thank you. I'm happy you like it. And I mean, I enjoy my content that I put out. But at the end of the day, I do have to be honest with myself and say that I'm not doing the best I can. And the numbers show that. So what do? Well, you have to look at what you're providing and say what works and what doesn't. This doesn't work, so does it have to go? For now, yeah, it does. For now, I got to set that aside and say what work. And I don't mean to the point where I'm like, okay, Pokemon and anime content sells, so that's what I'm going to focus on. No, not to that point. I still want to do what I love. But what works that I would enjoy doing? I'm not going to just sell out or whatever and do things that I don't enjoy or talk about things I don't want to talk about because at that point I would have no passion for it. It needs to be things that or areas and things that I am passionate about and enjoy and want to come sit down in this chair and turn that camera on and talk about and have something meaningful to say and something entertaining that also gets people to subscribe, So I need to get back to doing that because there was a time that I was doing that and people tuned in and people subscribed and all that. So that's ultimately what I plan on doing. Do I have a 100%? There are some things I know that I'm going to do, some new content I have coming. I'm working on something I'm really excited about fresh right now that I'm like, I'm having a good time with it. I'm having fun making it. It's a totally new type of, it's in the same realm, but it's a new type of video that I'm working on. And there's a lot of moving parts to it, and I'm excited about it. And it'll probably come out and get like 20 views. I don't know, but I'm okay with that because I'm excited doing it. It's longer form content. I can say that. I'm not going to totally be doing longer form content, but I am probably going to be transitioning a bit more to longer form content. By longer form, instead of like these quick 5 to 8 minute movie reviews, which I will still be doing some of those. Like I'm seeing Glass Onion this week. I'm going to do a traditional movie review of that. I'm seeing Avatar on like the 14th or 15th of next month. I'm going to do a review of that. There will be some things, but you probably won't see as many of those like short movie review videos, like traditional from my channel movie review videos from like, some movie you've never heard of or just some smaller movie. Unless it was something that I'm just like, I really want to talk about this. Like I told myself I am not going to sit down in front of this camera unless it's something I feel a need that I have to sit down in front of this camera. Like I want to, because that's why I started this channel. I felt a need to get something out and talk about it, and talk to people, like-minded people about it. I wanted to get that information out there. It was like an urge, and that was when I made my best content. Sure, maybe some of it wasn't as polished as it is now, especially some of them older videos. Please don't go back and look at those. I couldn't even upload shit right. Head looked all stretched out and big. It's fucking ridiculous. But, no, but the passion was there. I loved what I was talking about, and I want to get back to that. And right now, this video I'm making on this topic is something I am extremely passionate about, and I feel good about. It's still in the same realm of the content I've been making. I'm not leaving that realm, but I wanted to make something interesting, something that would make someone say, hey, I want to subscribe to this channel. I want to hear more. Kind of like on Starship Troopers. Do you want to hear more? Yeah. So, yeah, that's ultimately, all the reasons and excuses and BS aside, that's that's where, when I say in this, where's the channel heading? That's where it's heading. It's not really heading forward anymore. It's heading more back to where it used to be. Maybe not necessarily the exact same content, but that same passion. I want to inject passion back into my content. I probably want to do some more live streams because I did enjoy live streaming. I mean, I don't want to become like a live stream channel, but I enjoyed live streaming when it was a bit more just, hey, here we are. Let's just bullshit and talk. And, hey, I'm going to play this random ass game, which I'm going to do here in a few minutes. I'm going to play a cool game that I just got for a few minutes. That's more than a game, actually. Even those of you that aren't into games, I suggest you hang out. This is a neat little new experience that came out. I'll play for a few minutes. But, yeah, I enjoyed that, man. Will I be able to do it like every Wednesday night at this time? I don't know. I can't say. But I will do it when I want to do it, and that'll be more often. I'm really excited. There is some structure to what I'll be doing, because you gotta have, that is something. You gotta have structure when you do this thing. You can't just like be random as hell. I do have some structure, but I'm being very careful to make sure that I'm doing things I want to do, that I'm passionate about. Because I don't want to get stuck, as I know that I'm very susceptible to, get stuck hammering out content just for content's sake. That's not where I want to be. Because I really enjoy making content. I've got this big fucking green screen. I made this area here. You can't even see the whole thing. Actually, the green screen wall comes to right here next to my desk and extends all the way down that wall, all the way over to the door, and the whole floor. It doesn't look like much. That was a bitch to get together and set up. Like, these little pads would come up and everything. I had to get like carpet tape and put it down and blah blah blah. And this is new carpet that I had installed when I purchased the house, so I covered it up. All that was not easy. I've got, like, you can't see them. There's like mounted lights on the ceiling I set up that are controlled through my phone, blah blah. I am not bragging by saying these things. What I'm trying to say is I put all this fucking work into something like this for making content. I don't ever fucking use it. What the fuck is wrong with me? I'm sitting here. No, I sit here with a microphone and a camera, which is all you really need. But I've got all this other stuff that I'm like, I had big plans on different just stuff I wanted to do, and I'm not doing it. Why? Because I'm so caught up in, I don't know what to do next, because I'm not fully doing what I enjoy. I'm doing what I enjoy, but I'm letting this other thing kind of like come in there, and I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm not. And that's also why you haven't seen any content from me in, well, now over a week. I've not my last video I released was last Tuesday, and it was actually a branch off of the show that I had done almost a week earlier than that. I told myself, because what happened was I got to, hey, I'm not going to be doing the show. I wasn't feeling it and things like that. And like I explained earlier from last week, I'm not going to do one this week. And I didn't have anything lined up. And then I saw a movie. There was a movie I was going to review, and I just didn't wanna. I probably, because it was a horror movie, and horror movies usually do well, I probably could have got views off of it. I just couldn't bring myself to sit down and talk about it, because nothing against the movie. The movie's okay, but I felt no need to talk about this movie. And that's when I realized, hey, you need to, if you don't want to, you always said that you're only going to do this while you want to do it. You're saying you don't want to do this right now? You need to think about that. So I did have to do some reflection. Do I even want to keep on doing YouTube? Yes, I do, by the way. But I said, I just need to readjust. So I took more or less, and it wasn't planned, like I said, I took pretty much a week off, mainly because I just didn't have content. I do have 2 videos just sitting there hanging out that were a little difficult to edit because of some of the mistakes that were made with them, and those will come out eventually. And I have this other big one I'm working on. But yeah, I'm excited about that. I'm excited to do this. I know it's a little bit different. And I know over the past year, my channel's been kind of like all over the place. With, oh, now we're going to do a show. And, oh, I'm doing this and I'm doing that and blah, blah, blah. But I really feel like this is something I'm going to settle into. This is what I want to do. This is why I set out to do this. I let all these other outside influences come in and kind of, like I said earlier, muddy up the water. And I'm not going to do that anymore. I want passion back in my content so I can grow as a content creator. I do not need to be the next PewDiePie. I don't need to be Jeremy Johns. I don't need to be Chris Stuckman. I don't need 1 million subscribers. I ain't gonna turn it down, but I don't need that. I need a big enough audience that I can have regular, some type of reach. That's all I really want, so that I can have a, regular talking points with people. I can speak with people. As far as the monetary side of things, I need just enough to make it. I don't need much more. I'm good. But anyway, let's look at you guys' comments over here, and then I'll fill in some of the blanks as far as some of the stuff I was talking about. Let's see here. What are we saying? Let me scroll up here. Once again, thanks for that super chat, Antonio. I really appreciate it. Ryan's here. I enjoy the show, said Antonio. Well, I'm happy, and I'm happy, man. I enjoyed doing it. I didn't just, fucking hate it. I wasn't like, oh, I fucking hate doing this. But there were parts of it that were just becoming a chore, and they weren't enjoyable. And every work you do is going to have things about it you don't enjoy. And I'm okay with that. There's times I sit down and I'm like, I don't want to edit this video. I don't want to go through the monotonous, the motions of editing a video. But I don't hate it. But what happens is when it turns into you are more and more often saying, I'm not enjoying this, that's when it's a problem, I think. Or it was a problem for me, at least. The last one was great, too. You're good at these shows. Man, thanks. I appreciate that. I did. And I'm not saying that I won't continue this show down the road or bring it back. Like I said, it is technically a hiatus. I may bring it back. But if I do bring it back, I want it to be more than what it was. It was ultimately me coming on and talking about some news stories. Regurgitating stuff that I found on IMDb or /film and, stuff like that. Yeah, I mean, that's fine, but I want to be more than that. I want to do something more enlightening for myself. Triv says, Jake, there's nothing What? There's nothing rut-inducing about you, always outside the box and fun. Well, I appreciate that. I appreciate you feel that way. I'm happy that I've made you feel that way. But for me, I want to do more. I mean, I know that, Triv, we joke about that Northman video I did and stuff like that. I think on Twitter we were just, you, me, and the little DM group we're in, somebody was joking about that. And I want to do more stuff like that. Not just that. I don't want to become a TikToker. But, I had fun doing that. I had a really good time doing that video. It was a dumbass video, and it was the actual full video in the Northman review. I really liked that. That was a movie that I wanted to sit down and talk about, and I was excited about. I was passionate about. That's what people respond to. And I understand why. I mean, I don't want to go watch somebody who either has low energy or you can tell that, maybe your energy is... How much do you really like this? I just want to make better content. And I would hope that that's a good thing that I'm realizing that. I'm trying to be I'm always critical of myself, so I'm trying to be honest with myself and everyone else about it. Instead of just keep on doing the same damn thing and saying, well, it's not happening, but this is why. It's because goddamn YouTube, they won't show my content. They're showing my content. Sure, I mean, my content doesn't get shown off as much as some other content creators. That's always an issue. But at the end of the day, I got to look at myself. I can't look at you. I can point the finger at YouTube and algorithms and all that all day long. There ain't shit I can do about that. I can point the finger at myself and say, you know what? You do see this issue with yourself. I'm the only thing I can change about my content. So all I can do is say, what can I do better? And these are the things I've seen. It started to sound too much like work. I understand that. Yeah, and I don't mind work. I've always been a hard worker. I've always been a big proponent of being a hard worker and being proud of your work and all that. But at some point, when you start looking at it and say you're not so proud about that, that's a problem. Have you thought about pushing Patreon more? Yes, I have. But then again, I feel... And that goes into the whole... one of the reasons I started the show was to have more time. To have more time, but to put out more content. Weird. And to put more fulfilling content out. And that kind of backfired. But it actually ended up taking up as much time as it did before. So I didn't really have any more time. And you're kind of like, I said Patreon, not your show. But the reason I'm saying is that I haven't had time to devote time to Patreon. So as much as I appreciate and love every single person who subscribes to me on Patreon or pledges, I think what they call it, on Patreon. Which Ryan, you're one of them. Thank you very much by that. And Antonio, you too. Those of you that do that, and that is more appreciated than you will ever know. I just feel like I feel bad asking for money on Patreon when I don't feel like I'm fulfilling my side of the bargain. My side is to give you guys something on my channel, because that's Patreon's link to my channel, that that makes it worth you going over there and giving me something. And while that's really a weird proposition unto itself for me, like when I don't feel like I'm putting out the best content I possibly can, if I don't feel like I would subscribe to myself, I can't possibly ask people to give me money for that, you know, or something like that. So yeah, I do want to push Patreon more, and I'm very grateful for everybody over there, but I want to make sure I have the best possible content again before I start pushing it. Because at that point, if I feel good about the content I'm putting out all around, if I feel like, yeah, that's great content, and it gotta be for everybody. Nobody's content's gonna appease everybody. But if I look at it and say, I want to watch that, I would watch that if it wasn't me. I would watch someone else's content. I would subscribe to that. Then I'll feel good about saying, hey, if you are like-minded like me, come you can give me money. I feel better about that, and that way I'll be able to spend more time on Patreon and giving some actual perks to being a Patreon member. Because I don't know, I think about Patreon a lot, because every time I see people, every day I expect to get the notification saying, hey, this patron left. Stuff like that. I mean, I've had patrons leave or downgrade and stuff like that, and upgrade, but I expect that every day, because I'm like, I appreciate it more than anything in the world. But like I said, I'm critical of my own work, and I just feel like I could do better. Time is money, definitely understood. Yes, it is. You need to go full Donnie's party on this. Talk about Donnie's bar mitzvah is what Triv's talking about. Great movie for those of you that missed that. That's one of the videos I have that I'm working on, and I don't know if any of you guys saw the last show that I did do, which was with Triv and Nick. Nobody said anything. I didn't have a whole lot of viewership on that one, but on the stream, nobody said anything, so I didn't realize it. I did not record any of their audio. Triv and Nick were both on the show, and we reviewed Donnie's bar mitzvah and just some other things. For whatever reason, their audio didn't come through. You could hear it a little bit, because when I do the show, I don't wear headphones. I just have my speakers turned down. You could hear it coming through my speakers into my mic. You could barely hear them in the background, but there's no way I could clean it up and make it salvageable. So all the videos that I clipped out from that show, from that episode, I had to work around them and cut them out, which I hate doing that because they were there. But for the most part, I had to cut them out and just have me talking and try and make that work. Now, the review that Triv and I did has proven to be a little bit more difficult, because it is literally me talking to another person about this movie, and it seems a little bit odd. So, yeah, that's why that review's not out yet. Jacob has major cojones for speaking this candid. I mean, I don't. Thank you. I appreciate that, but I don't know. I'm just trying to recognize what I can do better. I always think you should look at. I have always said, in work, in anything I do in life, but like with work, I've always been very successful at work, at all the jobs I've taken on, even the ones that I didn't succeed at, because I've always gone in and said, I'm going to be the best at this thing, whatever it is, no matter how small or how big. I'm going to be the best I can, and I will be the best. I would get there, and then I'd say, okay, I'd look back and say, what can I do better next time? What can I do to be the best again? And just, I don't want to just be the best. I want to continue to be the best, and I don't think I'm being that here. Gaming, says Antonio. I do, yes. I have some stuff going on with that too. I'm working on some things there. Because I also have, but I'm trying not to. Here's another thing with this whole thing that I'm doing right now. I'm not even going to call it a restructuring, because that sounds like kind of big. I have a tendency to overwhelm myself, to take on too much at once. Say, okay, I'm going to restructure everything and do everything totally different and all this, that, and the other, and then be overwhelmed and find myself just sitting in this chair staring at a screen and not knowing what direction to go, and I don't want to do that. Hang on just a second. I've forgotten what I need to do. What am I doing here? Hang on just a second, guys. I will be right back. I'm back. Okay, forgot what I was saying. I was going with the comments. Oh yeah, I do have some. Oh, I tend to take on too much, and then not know when to say, hey, you need to, maybe like set this aside and focus. I tend to be like, I can do all of that stuff. So I'm trying not to do that. I'm trying to keep it very focused right now. So like I've got this video I'm working on. It's a new kind of video that I'm really excited. I'm having a good time. It's hard. It is hard. It's a scripted video. It's the first scripted video I've ever done. I've used a script. I've had some videos from a while back where it would be like I played off myself. Like I'd be like here and then I'd film myself twice and put it, composite it together. Of course I used a script in those parts of it. But I don't script anything. I'm lucky if I use bullet points, and that's extremely rare that I use bullet points on things. So I don't script anything. I just shoot. I have since the beginning, always shot from the hip. This is a scripted video, so I had to write or am writing a script. That's new. There's some voiceover stuff, and there's some other things. It's something fresh and new, so I'm excited about that. We got to start grinding out 6 to 7 hour FPS games. No. Yeah. I'm going to start doing Fortnite Tuesdays and stuff like. No, I'm not doing any of that. Yes, I know. If I wanted to just have a successful YouTube channel, I could just start playing the next big popular game and sit there and play that every night, stream it on Twitch and on YouTube, and then do ranking videos once a day. I could just ranking video. I could rank fucking microphone arm, rank the MCU's villains, the MCU Phase 4 villain. I could just do fucking rankings and play popular games every night. And while I may not be PewDiePie, that would be successful. You could do that. If you did that and you're consistent with it, you will win. But I'm not gonna be happy doing that. That's why I'm not doing it. You got to do what makes you happy. The rest starts there. We're here for you, whatever you do. Hey, I appreciate that, Triff. I know. Right. A lot of movie reviewers, ones who makes videos almost daily about current movies, come across as total prisoners to release schedules. I don't know how they do it. I agree. That is another part of where, okay, since my channel started, it has been, you got two kinds of movie review. Well, you got more than two kinds of movie reviewers, but there's two main, and then everything branches off of there. You got reviewers who do the new movies as they come out, and then you've got the reviewers who do typically older movies or movies that aren't new, which I guess that would be older, but you know what I mean. And typically the ones who do the older type of movies, most times, or at least the successful ones, they have a bit more deeper dives. Their videos are a little bit longer, and I really enjoy that kind of content. I watch long form content all the time. They do more deeper dives into the films and things like that. And they dissect them more. The new movie reviewers, the new movie that came out and I went to theaters and saw it last night, or it was sent to me or something like that, those reviewers are usually giving you a pretty 8 to 10 or like a 6 to 8 minute recap and saying whether you should or should not go see this movie. I have found that a lot of people that watch the new movie reviewers are deciding whether they want to see a movie or not, if it's worth seeing. And the people that are watching the long form content, they've already seen that content and they're just watching it because they enjoy, hearing this person talk about this thing they did or did not like. Usually, if you didn't like it, you're probably not watching the video, but maybe you hated it. You want to hear somebody else hate it. I don't know. But anyway, and you've got other ones that branch off of that. You've got like horror community, all that. But those are the two main types, and then things trickle from there. The problem with being a new movie reviewer is you have to have access to those new movies. And as YouTube has grown, especially over the past, since like 2015, it has become harder and harder to be a new movie reviewer and remain relevant whatsoever unless you have press access, early access, things like that. Maybe you have a movie sent to you. And I do have some studios that send me stuff, but I mean, I'm by no means getting stuff like the majority of the time from like Universal and Warner Brothers and stuff like that. I'm not getting all that stuff. I don't even get Netflix movies. I get a very select amount of Netflix movies offered to me. It's usually from a third party. I got Shudder. Shudder's in the bag. They send me shit all the time. Thanks for them. But yeah, I don't have access to this stuff early. So by the time usually that I get a movie review of a new movie out, everybody and their mama has already done it. And I'm buried. Nobody sees my content because it's buried at the bottom of some list. I mean, I've actually gone in and been like, okay, I just did a movie review of, I don't know, but Black Adam. That's a recent movie. And of course, I mean, I see it, even if I get in there and see it a day or two before the mass, or a little bit early, which is difficult, by the way, especially where I live now. Where I used to live, it's a little bit easier, but now I got to travel a ways to go to the movie theater, and not as many like early premieres are there or anything like that. So that makes it a bit more difficult, and they're not being sent to me. I don't have press access or anything like that, so it's all a bit more difficult. But so I get my Black Adam review out, and yeah, it's on the day that it officially releases. Well, then I'll go and I'll search every now and then. I try not to because it's depressing. I'll search, I'll put my title in specifically. Black Adam movie review. That's most of my movies say title-movie review. I'll put that in. I'll search. Now, of course, I'll find all the big movie reviewers and the YouTubers and all that and go down the list. That's fine. And, I mean, well, it is what it is. I find myself buried under however many pages of the movie there are there. But then YouTube even starts showing, and this is a part where I will kind of point the finger at YouTube. Now, all of it's not me, but I will say, how the hell when I put in my title specifically, you keep scrolling down, you got these bigger ones, fine, whatever, they have a larger audience, I get it, they earn that, I'm not bitter about that. But then after you get past all that, it'll have shit like medieval sex positions and stuff like that, or fucking, dumb shit that doesn't even have to do with movies and things like that. I mean, literally, that is an actual video that was ahead of my video by a couple of pages. When I did a search for movie title name, movie review, went down, which is the title of the video. Excuse me, this has happened more than once. I just spit on my mic. And there'll be just random shit, like, best cars of 1985 or some shit like that. Just ahead of mine. I'm like, why wouldn't... I don't expect mine to be at the top of the list. I'd love for it to be, but I don't expect it to be at the top of the list. But when I search the title exactly like to the T, copy and paste the title, and you've got shit that's nowhere even near that title. It doesn't even have to do with that genre or anything showing up before me. I don't get that. I don't know how that's an algorithm. That's just fuck you. So, but anyway. That's a side. But what Ryan had mentioned, staying ahead of the game with new movie reviewers. Yeah, you're right, man. You become a slave to it, and it becomes really stressful because you're like, oh, this movie's coming out on Friday. I need to get out there and see it as soon as fucking possible. Run home as soon as I get home. I need to come down here. I need to record a video. I need to edit like a fucking madman so I can get it out as soon as fucking possible, and it's still gonna be late. And that's fucking nerve-wracking. Fuck that. That's not enjoyable at all. I mean, I'm going to do that with, like, Avatar. But I in no way, shape, form, or fashion think I'm going to be anywhere near the top of that list. I'm going to do that because I really am looking forward to that movie and look forward to talking about it. But, yeah, that life... I mean, if I was having movies sent to me and I was able to go see early premieres, That'd be a little bit easier. Because say back in like around, I think I started this and my brain's all over the place. As time has gone on, since around 2015-16, they being studios and whatnot, started letting more and more people in to like early screenings and sending them to see things and sending things to them and all that. So now you've got even more and more people, which it does not always have to do with the size of your channels either, getting early content. So there's even more odds stacked against you to get your content out there and get it seen. So yeah, that's been very difficult. And I just don't want, I ain't trying to do that. I'm going to talk about a fucking movie if I want to. If it's new, it's new. If it's not, it's not. There you go. I'm not going to fight that battle anymore because it's a losing battle. I mean, if I happen to get picked up here or there, great. I'm just going to put out content I enjoy. If it's on time or not, that is what it is. I don't care. I'm going to stop chasing that white unicorn or whatever. Is that a thing? White whale? This is white whale. Unicorn 2. You know what I mean. I'm going to stop doing all that. So I'm with you, Ryan. I fully understand. It seems very nerve-wracking to me. Prisoner to a schedule. That is a great way to put it. Best to just upload what you want to talk about. Exactly. 100%. That is my whole mantra now. I'm going to make videos about things I want to talk about and get creative again. Have fun. Do something with this fucking green screen back here. It's not like everything I do is going to be green screen now. Funny story there. For about the past at least 9 months, my background's been green screen. Some people didn't know that. My background, my movie review background, was actually right where this desk is. It no longer exists. It exists in the form of a 2-minute video that I shot of it without me in it. So anytime you see me with that background, until I decide to change it or whatever, it's actually a video with me on a green screen putting myself in it. So I've been shooting green screen videos, anyway. Don't know why I felt the need to tell people that, but there you go. Absolutely, Ryan. Brag away. You worked hard. I totally agree there. Keeps everything genuine. Yeah, says Antonio. You being on YouTube is a big part of the entire experience for me, Jacob. If you went on hiatus, like I did, for instance, I'd truly be bummed out. I wasn't a camera presence like you are, though. Oh, I'm not going on hiatus, just this show. Just the Almost Awesome show. I am still going to continue to make content. I mean, the biggest hiatus I had was I just took a break for the past week. And I've been working on things. They're just not ready to be put out there. No, I will be still making content. I want to make regular content. I don't want to be like, oh, I'm making one video a week or anything, or a month or anything like that. No, it's not going to be a video every day. I don't think. I doubt. Unless it comes up to be like some like, hey, here's what I'm working on thing. I do want to have more of a presence online and start working on that. But I want that to be a more natural thing. I just want to be putting out consistent content because consistency on this platform is very important. I do want to put out consistent content, but I want it to be content I want to make. I want it to be just more enjoyable, and I think that you guys will enjoy that more. So that's what's coming. Now, like I said, there is a bit of a break because during all this is when I started working on this other stuff. So it's probably going to be... Well, before you see like the fruits of this labor, like this video I'm working on right now, that is probably going to be about a week. Tomorrow I'm just not doing anything because I'm doing family stuff all day, but the rest of the time I'll be working on that. Maybe next week sometime. There's an aspect of it that involves possibly another person, possibly not. It's something I'm working on that might hold things up a little bit longer, but I'm hoping that next week sometime I can have that video ready to go. But there will be content before that. Some of those 2 videos I was talking about, I do plan on finishing the editing process on those, and depending on when I see Glass Onion, I'll do a review of that. So yeah, I'm not like going away. I'm still gonna have content, and maybe I can have like some smaller snippet content here or there, but like I'm not gonna do like a review every day or anything. Yeah, not gonna happen. That reflection is important. Not everyone has the ability for those insights. I mean, I don't have the ability for those insights most of the time because when you're in the middle of it, you don't really notice it. But they're just you're faced with, okay, you're not totally happy with what's going on, and you're not fully succeeding at what you want to do, what you want to succeed at, you're forced to look at it and say, okay, that is what it is. And at that point, I think it's when you have to decide if you're going to honestly reflect and be honest with yourself, or if you're going to blame other things and continue your life that way. Make some more merch too, Jacob, like the old anime shirts we used to wear in the 90s. There's another thing. There's another aspect of it all. I want to have a cool merch shop, and I just was finding myself too. And if I was like super overworked and not able to get to these things like Patreon and my Spring account and stuff like that, but I was like having overwhelming success with the other stuff I was doing, I'd be like, okay, it makes sense. But I'm not. So, yeah. So yeah, I do want to do that stuff. I remember popping in and hearing Triv and Nick, but I do remember there was an audio issue. Yeah, see, I didn't realize that until I went to edit it, and I was like, what the hell? What's wrong with their voices? I'm sorry, said Triv. You're sorry for what? The audio thing? That wasn't your fault. That was on my end. Jake, you missed the orgy. I missed an orgy? I'm behind on these comments. So I don't know what that's in reference to. Quickie, I mean, I'm proud of our ability to organize one so quick. Oh, an orgy? Oh, while I was gone? Yeah, that must be what you're talking about. You guys had an orgy that quick. Dang. Bunch of Minutemen here. Ranking vid, yeah, right? Do those. The ranking vids are the way to go. That's the thing about being in a niche. It becomes sort of an entrapment. True. Like it, of course, would make sense if I suddenly reviewed Jason Goes to Hell, although I love that movie. You should totally do Jason Goes to Hell. Hi, what's up, Fright Films? Hey, Fright, you missed the orgy. I know the frustration, Jake. There's a guy who I literally named. There's a guy who is literally named after me now that happens to be a famous TikToker pissing me off. Hey, ride that lightning, man. Sue him for stealing your name, Antonio. I snipped him through when I got Ed Antonio as a handle or whatever. Seriously, Fright, I have a trademark. Holy crap. Totally got me with that, Jacob. What did I get you with? Unsubby. Oh, the green screen. That was a perfect green screen, though, for what it's worth. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't hard. Uh-oh. I froze! Hang on. I don't know why my camera does that. It's something to do with the connection to my computer. Whatever. It happens. I'm lucky I missed that part of the conversation. The orgy? No, it was good times, man. What a place to freeze. Like they say on Twitch, when you freeze. Oh, the F? Is that what the F means? Okay. Anyway, yeah, man. The channel is. It's not like my channel's going away or something like that. Not like I'm going away. I do want to continue. I will continue to have consistent videos. I'm not going to sit here and tell you I'm going to have 3 videos a week or 2 videos a week. I will have weekly content. That's for sure. I definitely will have weekly content. It's probably not going to be every day, but I do think that the content I'm going to be releasing is going to be more fulfilling and more just better all around. If I did have daily content, it would probably be some type of like shorts. I might release some shorts here or there of some things I'm doing and just in the background having a good time. I definitely want to get back to doing some regular streaming because I had a good time doing that, man. That was fun to just chill and play some dumbass game for a while and just talk to everybody in the chat. That was fun. 24-hour hot tub stream. Well, I don't have a hot tub. I have a bathtub. Maybe we could do it from there. But yeah, that's the basic. That's the gist of it, everybody. That's what I'm working on. I do plan on doing some focus on my gaming channel. I'm changing the name of that. I'm not prepared to put that out there as of yet. It's no big deal. but I'm going to have some content coming there as well. That's some new type of content that I'm looking forward to, but there'll be some stuff coming here too. I'm going to pick up an old series that I was working on that I never completed. Pick that back up with some long form content. Yeah, that's it, guys. I mean, that's really, I know it's kind of like not a lot set in stone there, but ultimately, I'm going to do content I want to do. I am no longer going to make content that I'm not interested in making. That's it. So if I release a video, you know it's something I wanted to talk about. I wanted to do. And I just want to get more creative again. There was a time, man, god damn, you look back at my videos, and once again, they might not be as snazzy, they might not be pop as much, they have as much tech going on in them, if you will. Some of them did, though. That I like made, and they don't have a ton of views or anything, but there's content I look back at and I'm like, I'm proud of that. That took effort, and I am very happy with how it turned out. Like if someone said, hey, give me a snippet of, or an idea of what do you do on YouTube? Those are I usually would go back to older videos. Things that I'm like, yeah, I was happy for that. I was happy with that. Even if it didn't have all the views in the world, that's the video. Those were entertaining. They were a good time. My Doom video, I fucking love that video. My It Chapter 2? I was at It Chapter 2. I think that one. It's bootleg as hell, but I really like that one. What I tried to do with my Child's Play video, didn't do a very good job there. That was actually a video I shot, and I said I wasn't going to release, and I did a poll, and people said release it anyway, and I released it like a month later. It's shoddy as hell, but I was happy with I was like, hey, I did something there. I had a good time with that. Some of the other videos like that, where I got creative and had fun, I like those videos. My Northman video, that thing I did in the beginning, and that was a little bit more of a traditional video, but I did something with it that I was excited about. You know, yeah, I want to get back to making more entertaining video like that, because I really enjoy doing that. It takes a lot longer to make those videos, but I had a good time doing it, and that's when I am the happiest. And yeah, I'm going to concentrate on that, and I guess the idea is that if I'm putting out content that I love and I'm having a better time making it, it'll be better content overall, and that's when my channel was growing. My channel was growing. There was a period of time, most of my growth happened within a fairly condensed amount of time, and it was when I was making content I loved. It wasn't until after that I started kind of falling into a rut, and that's when my subscriptions went into a rut too. So I got to see the correlation there and say, hey, make shit that you're happy with and other people will be happy with it too. And that's when you get people that say, I want to subscribe to this channel. So yeah, there's that. What are we saying over here before I'm going to flip over to this experience and let you guys see that for a few minutes. I think it's pretty cool. Chewing food ASMR. Yeah, I could do a drink one. Here we go. I don't know. Did you guys just get off? It's my ASMR there. Mukbang. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to become, I'm a fairly small guy. Maybe I'll be like Nick Avocado, the avocado guy, the real big guy. The fucking psycho. Maybe I could do that. I could like become huge, just ginormous like him, and just flip my shit on camera all the time. I don't think that's gonna happen. I eat a lot of food and I just don't really gain much weight. So, bathtub, yeah, it's in the bathtub. Hey, there are commentary folks that podcast from their bathtubs. Word. Good acoustics in there, maybe. We'll be waiting in that's a bit weird, but I respect the audio recording grind. Yeah, right. Too bad YouTube doesn't allow us to sort from the oldest anymore. It doesn't? Does it not? Poor shit. Let me look. Oh, you know what? I bet I'm on my channel it does. Does it not allow us? Like on my in studio it does. Let's see. Does it not allow from the actual channels? Let's see. Your channel. Videos. Recently uploaded. You're right, it doesn't. What the hell? What the hell? What if I click on recently uploaded? It doesn't do shit. I can, what the fuck? Come on, YouTube. It's like they took options away. Why would you do that? You can organize by recently uploaded and popular. That's it. Unless you're in studio, it'll still let you. That's some bullshit, man. Whatever. That was a big L taking away that feature. Agreed. It's a guy called Willie Mack Show. Did a few podcasts on the Tubset Trip. Oh, the bathtub guy. He was taking an actual bath. There's water in the tub. He's wearing trunks or something. Call that what you will. It was a podcast episode about him holding his breath for the whole duration of the podcast. Well, how's he talking underwater? What? That's great. He has a GoPro underwater. I was trying to link that video of when you got like a 10,000. No, it was, yeah, the 1,000-something hit combo on Killer Instinct. That's one of the first videos I ever put on YouTube. I did that through my Xbox One when I first got it. There is a video of me getting over 1,000 hit combo on Killer Instinct on YouTube. It's a long. I recorded that through a Kinect on an Xbox One. Yeah, Nikocado Avocado. That's him. Oh no, Jacob. Why are you contemplating life support due to obesity? Nikocado Avocado was a great example. Yeah. You have to do a sleep stream. Show us the video. How do I do a sleep just like this? I'm sleeping. I actually do sleep in this chair sometime. Not because I don't have a bed, but I just fall asleep watching stuff. All right, so yeah, there it is. I'm going to assume there's no other pertinent questions concerning everything. If you got any questions about the stuff I've said or just moving forward what I plan on doing, and et cetera, ask away. But in the meantime, in between time, I want to show you guys something real quick. Let me move a couple of things around. I won't take too much more of you guys' time up. It's been so long since I streamed anything on here. Like, there it is. Okay. I need my green screen. Hang on. Oh, my camera zoomed out too far. I can digitally zoom it. Yeah, you guys get to see some behind the scenes stuff now. Let's see. That's good. Oh, hang on. Something plugged into the wall and a shipping box on the floor. Alrighty. So let's oh, for those of you that were wondering, I think Antonio, you had mentioned it. Hang on. This is a lot more rudimentary, but yeah. Ah! Yep, see? I mean, there's parts of it cut off. There's my background. I'll just back up. It's my background. Yeah, that background does not physically exist anymore. In fact, a lot of the parts of it are up here on top of these shelves. Those shelves right there that are double stacked, you can't see them, are the shelves that used to be in the background of my background. Okay, so move me down here. Whoa. What is happening? Okay, cool. What? This is like way zoomed in. Why is it like that? I don't know why that was so cropped in. I must have been, last time I streamed something, I must have, I don't know. Anyway. Okay, let's play this. Not play, this is more of an experience. This cool little, I'm going to call it a game, but it's more of a celebration for Atari. Now, don't get turned off yet. This is pretty cool. They recently released this cloud out of date. Yesterday at 9 a.m. when you save is not yet in the cloud. What? Hang on. I was playing it on my Steam Deck. I haven't actually played it on my computer. It's saying that my save didn't update to the cloud on my Steam Deck. Oh, you know why? Because it's still on. And there, now it's saved. So yeah, this game does work on the Steam Deck too, for those of you that have the Steam Deck. But yeah, it's a pretty cool, it's not just a game, man. This shit's like a fucking experience. I actually played games on it less. It's got like 100 different Atari games. It's got like 100 different Atari games from like their whole, like all their generations, which I thought was really neat. Where'd my controller go? There it is. And what it does, let me show you guys, give you guys an idea of what it is. If the audio is too loud or not loud enough, let me know. Okay, so you got like, it's an experience. It's not just, you can play games. And you can go straight to the games by hitting this, and bam, here's all the games. They got new versions of games, plus they have the original games. They have arcade, they have 2600, 500, 800. They have Jaguar, they have, like, this is all the games. Still going. Lots and lots of games. There's the last one. So yeah, it goes through the Jaguar, the Lynx, the 800, 7800, the 5200, 2600 arcade, and of course they had these in the beginning. They're reimagined. Plus, there's apparently some secret games on here. Anyway, we're not doing that. You do this thing right here where it's kind of like it just goes through the whole like a celebrate. I mean, that's the only way I can put it, a celebration. You go to this thing, and it has this timeline, and it starts here like in the beginning. I've been through some of this, and you can go through, like, this is the first arcade machine here. And it's got these little blurbs, but it's all really interesting, even if you're not into video games. And you can see this is, computer space was the first thing, and they have like a video of it on there too that tells like how somebody, how they found a lot of them, like the originals. I was all the way over, why didn't it save it? I think, and let me show you guys a few. And it's got just these little burbs, like in the year 2000, former Atari employee Jerry Jessup saw a newspaper ad for a computer science machine in a Quinset hut on a sunflower seed farm in California. He found the first computer space machine ever manufactured. But he's got like a video.
Some reason I'm looking through the San Jose Mercury in the just random stuff section for sale. And I see world's first video game computer space. No price, just call. I'm like, wow, I'm pretty interested in this. So I called the guy. I said, so you got a computer space? Yeah. He goes, yeah. First game ever. Okay, great. What color is it? And he goes, well, what color do you want? I'm like, wow, this is getting very interesting, because who has a whole bunch of computer spaces, and who would know that they came in
I've
all
actually
these different
seen the
colors?
computer
He goes,
space game
a
before.
Yellow, a solid blue, metal flake blue, and metal flake red.
It's a really, it looks very retro.
And he
Well,
goes a
obviously,
whole bunch
look
of
at
other
it.
games,
Looks
too.
retro. It's very basic.
Okay, great. Want to come up and see them. These were in a Quonset hut on a sunflower seed farm off of Highway 80 in Dixon, California, halfway between, you know, the Bay Area
looks like
and
George Lucas.
Sacramento. And these things hadn't been moved in, you know, probably since 1975. And so I got in touch with Nolan and showed him the pictures and scratched his head, and then like a light bulb went off in his head. He goes, these were Ted Dabney's. These were Ted Dabney's units. This was his route. When he left, he took a route
That's
that
his
we
co-founder
had,
of Atari, by the
and
way.
he goes, this yellow one's the first one. He goes, I know it. That yellow one is the very first one. I kept the first one, which is a beautiful yellow computer space, and I kept Pong number 46. And we got the rest of them running and working as good as we could. We got it all for $5,000.
Damn!
I don't regret the purchase one bit.
Do you know how much that shit's probably
Not for a
worth? They got like the literal first arcade game ever made and a bunch of Pong things, all kinds of like OG shit for $5 grand. And I know some of the stuff you're like, who are these people you're talking about? Like, the rest of the stuff like explained who they were, and there's videos of them and little blurbs, and like here's one of their business cards. Atari was originally called Syzygy or something like that. That apparently is the alignment of planets and for an eclipse or something. But yeah, it's like lots of cool stuff like that. Like you got a video, like here's an old ass video we watched.
Well,
I
I'd
think
say
that's some old shit.
30
Right there.
years to pretty much the
That's some real
present. The
shit.
arcades have been relegated to the back rooms and the side streets.
But it talks about how like Atari built the arcade, like the arcade we think of. Because back then, arcade was like in bars and stuff, and they were seedy.
Bring the amusement
Yeah. Yeah, this thing costs like 30 or 40 bucks, I think, and it goes through every aspect of this company because they are an iconic company. Everybody knows Atari. And it's just got lots of like here's some advertisements for Pong, and how you can see like right there it still says Syzygy, whatever engineered their titles in there, but later on it just was Atari as they were building that brand. But really, lots of interest. This was cool. I don't know if I ever saw this. They apparently made like a kids Pong, and they put it in doctors' offices and stuff in the waiting rooms, called Puppy Pong. Like little cool shit like that. This was I found myself sitting there for like over an hour on my couch just going through this because I was like, oh, I'm just gonna look at it for a minute. I'm just gonna play the games. I don't really all this stuff. I know a lot of this stuff. I don't know a lot of it. This is like some deep dive shit. I mean, it's got a lot of famous people on here, especially in that space, that come on and like talk about it in these little mini docs. The broken Pong machine, I'd actually heard that, but like they give you a first-hand account of that. It's where the first Pong machine, which was one of the first arcade machines. They put it in a bar to just test it out, and it was like thrown together in a weekend. The actual machine, how it accepted quarters, and the bar guy called him like that night after the first day they put it in there and was like, your shit's broken, come and get it. I'm sick of this. Everybody's bitching at me. They came up there and it wasn't broken. It was so jam-packed full of money that it couldn't accept anymore, and they couldn't get it to start. So he like went in there and all this money just fell out of it, and it started working again. So they were like, okay, we're onto something. Like, that's a cool story. But like, as you go through here, like when you get to Pong, it talks about Pong right here. Many consider it the first video game ever. It's not. This is the first commercial video game, but you can actually just play the game like so. Now, without the dials, which I have an Atari 2600 dial, the paddles as they call them, this game is a lot harder than you would think. Let's see, how do we start this? Here we go. I'm playing both sides, by the way, because Pong, there was no playing the computer with Pong. Ah! Each thumbstick, like the paddle over here, the left, damn, it's whoever gets to 15 first. Damn! The left thumbstick does the left paddle and the right thumbstick does the right paddle, so I'm playing against myself. Ah! Fuck's sake. Oh, come on. I can't hit that. Oh, it went, how, I couldn't, that's cheating. Ugh. Yeah, this game's harder than it seems. Granted, I am playing both sides. That makes it a little difficult. Son of a bitch. I can't even get like one single back and forth game going here. Oh, we're onto something. Oh yeah. All you gotta do is this. Oh no! I didn't mean to do that. You gotta like hit it with momentum. Oh. For fuck's sake. I know you guys are probably like, this should not be this hard. For those youngins of you out there, this is what we did back in the day for fun. Oh my god, that was fast. This is the first of 15 wins. We're tied. Left thumb to right thumb is tied right now. For shit. Stop speaking. Oh! Well, it looks like the right thumb won. I am right-handed, so there you go. But yeah, that's more or less what this is. It just goes on, and you can, like, here's Space Race. That's one of their other arcade games, and you can, if you're interested in that stuff. The videos were what I thought were the most interesting, because they got some really, like, a lot of cool people, like Tim Schafer. I saw one with Cliff Bleszinski, which if you are into video games at all, you know who Cliff Bleszinski and Tim Schafer are. They've created some, like, Cliff Bleszinski created Gears of War, and Tim Schafer runs Double Fine, which they've created a bunch of really popular games. And yeah, I'm trying to think. I think this is where I was. Quadratank. I didn't play that one. What was the game? I played Breakout. Yeah, there's a new version of Breakout. You can play the old Breakout, but then they got this, you come down here and you go through the videos and everything, and you have this new version, which this new version is pretty cool. At first, it looks like a regular version. I'll play that for a second. Neo Breakout. Let me look at the... I'll look at the chat here in just a second. Okay, so at first it's like, oh, this is a regular old breakout. You get past the first level, and that's when you get the new sexy version. Fuck. I never claimed to be good at this. I did love Breakout as a kid. Oh yeah, I got it. If I could get that up there. Go up, go, 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 go. You want to get it up there and it'll like wreck it. Yeah, 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 yeah. No. Go up. If it goes up top, it'll like take out a bunch of them. Funny thing is this looks so simple, and I'm sure nobody wants to really watch this. But my 8-year-old daughter was watching me do this, and she started talking shit. She started playing it, and she got like addicted to it. And she kept wanting to continue playing. Here we go. Here's the sexy version, level 2. It goes all like futuristic. Time barrier breached. Yeah, it gets hard. Shit. It's almost too much shit going on screen at once. Damn it, it's too... Oh, I can go faster. Oh, okay. That helps. No, I went too fast. But as you can see, there's a new sexy version. And maybe I'm the only one. Maybe I'm just like, oh yeah, this is awesome. And other people are like, what the fuck? Yeah. You see her initials and my initials all over this thing because we played the shit out of it yesterday. But yeah, I thought this was cool. And like it goes, like I said, it goes through like all this, and each of them branch off to where you got like the little videos and the documentaries and stuff like that. And they're just really interesting because they're all really well done. Like you see, this is the first home version of Pong, which it was like a console that only played Pong. I thought that was pretty cool. I guess I'll show you. Let's look here. Like, here's the games. Let's see what games they have, because I haven't even looked at all the games they have. These are new ones, like Haunted Houses is a 3D game. That's what we just played. Quadra Tank. I haven't played that one yet. Here's the old. This is a 26. Is this 2600? No, this is Reimagined. Never mind. I guess that's a new one too. Sword Quest. Touch Me. Vector Sector. These are all still new. Yar's Revenge. I knew Yar's Revenge, but that's a new version. Here's their arcade games, which is where they started. Aka R. Asteroids. Everybody knows Asteroids. Asteroids Deluxe. Black Widow. Breakout, of course. Centipede. Cloak and Dagger. Crystal Castles. Fire Truck. It's got like a steering wheel in the back too. I don't remember that game. Food Fight, Gravitator, iRobot, Liberator, Lunar Lander. Lunar Lander, I remember that. That game is suspiciously addictive. Like, you don't think it would be. At first you're like, this game sucks, but then you can't stop playing it. Major Havoc, Maze Invaders, Millipede. I like Millipede. Missile Command. I never was a Missile Command fan. Pong, of course. Quantum. Space Duel. Sprint 8. I have played that in the arcade on one of those right there, but it was always at least one or two of the steering wheels were broken. That's 8 steering wheels and pedals in one machine. You look down at it like that. Super Breakout, Tempest. I love Tempest. Is one of my favorite games ever. I love it. Tempest 2000 is amazing, and that's on here too. Warlords. Oh, the 2600 3D Tic-Tac-Toe. I own that. Adventure. I think I have that. Air Sea Battle. Asteroids. I have that. Atari Confidential. What's this? A dead end. Oh, see this. Okay, so these are some of the hidden games you have to unlock, and it gives you hints like a dead end hides a secret room in Graves Academy. Find its treasure, pass the test. It's elementary. So yeah, you got to do something either within the whole, because as you go through the history thing, it like lights up and says like, yeah, you've watched this, done this, all this. So I'm assuming through that or through doing things in other games, you'll unlock these games, whatever they are. Canyon Bomber, Centipede, Combat, another hidden game, Crystal Castles, Dark Chambers, Demons and Diamonds, Dodge 'em, Fatal Run, another hidden, Haunted House, that's the original, Millipede, Miner 2449er, Missile Command, Outlaw, Quadrun, Real Sports Baseball, Real Sports Basketball, Real Sports Boxing, Real Sports Football, Real Sports Soccer, Real Sports Tennis, Real Sports Volleyball, Saboteur, Secret Quest, Solaris, Super Breakout, Surround. Is ET here? That's what we need to know. Sword Quest Earthworld, Sword Quest Fireworld, Sword Quest Waterworld, Warlords, Yar's Revenge, the original, Bounty Bob Strikes Back. This is the 5200, which I don't think I may have had a 5200. I don't remember. If I did, I didn't have it for long. I probably got it at a garage sale. What are you guys saying over here on the comments, by the way? Yep, that's content. Hey, what's up, Nick? How you doing? Hey, Pleasure Emporium, Cats Meowing ASMR. How are you? Good, found a place. So we'll hopefully be back in full form soon. How's the new place? Nick, how's the Pleasure Emporium? Totally legit. You have to get the Soldier Boy Atari game released for him. Oh, God. He said he owned Atari. Actually, the new owner, or the current CEO, or I don't know if he's the owner, but the current CEO of Atari is in a video I watched on here. And the guy is a lot younger looking than I thought the CEO of any company, even though Atari's a shadow of what they used to be. I was like, that guy is in charge of Atari? Nothing against him, he just didn't seem like the person I would be. Moving next week. Yeah, we were talking about you earlier, Nick. I told everybody, I didn't tell him what, I just said that things were going well for you now. Oh damn, how cool. Nolan was the man. Look at him. Yeah, he had that whole 70s thing and everything going on. Probably had some fire LSD. Yeah, they talk about the drug use at Atari. That is in a video. There's a video actually called, it says, drug use at Atari, I think. Jacob getting angry, losing to himself. Yeah, I was. Dude, remember that game? They had icesmokecrack.com. That was so what? It was like a new Pong of okay. Rage out on Pong, that would be such an epic meme. He's almost there. He was almost there, but there was at the same time. If Jacob breaking anything in that Best Buy he lives in. Right? My personal Best Buy classics. Well, I didn't even see Nick in here, oddly. Yeah, Nick is here. Nick Avocado Emporium. Avocado or whatever. I don't know what I was trying to do there. Missile Command, Star Raiders, Super Breakout. These are a lot of the same games, but the 5200 versions were nicer. Asteroids, Basket Brawl, Centipede, Dark Chambers, Fatal Run, Ninja Golf. Damn. Oh, now we're on to the 7800. Damn, we weren't in the 5200 long. Now, I never had a 7800. So that Dark Chambers, Fatal Run, Ninja Golf, Scrapyard Dog, Basket Brawl, Malibu Bikini Volleyball. Yeah. Scrapyard Dog. This is the Lynx. This is their handheld. I never had one of these. I always thought they looked like they'd be really cool. Asteroids and Missile Command, Turbo Sub. Now, the Lynx is a little bit more in the 800. I don't know what the hell the 800 is. Came out in 1984. So I guess that was just one of their other 2600S consoles. 84, it would have been an early. 81, this would have been an early console then. Miner 24. See, these are a lot of the same games. I wonder if they just look nicer. What the 800 was, I don't know. I haven't gone through that part of the history lesson. And then the Jaguar, I know all about it. Atari cards. Now, pretty much all of the Jaguar games are probably going to be bad, with the exception of at least one of them. Club Drive. I might try that here in just a minute. Cybermorph was the pack-in game for the Atari Jaguar. It is terrible. That green-headed bitch on there talking about where did you learn to drive. I might crank it up real quick just so you guys can laugh at it. Dino Dudes. I played that. Fight for Life. Ooh, a fighting game. Ooh, that's worth checking out. Missile Command 3D. Ruiner Pinball, Tempest 2000, which is an awesome game. I've played it on this channel plenty of times, and Trevor McFur in the Crescent Galaxy. I've heard about that game. I've actually never played it. I want to play a Jaguar game. I'm going to play Cybermorph just for a second, literally just a moment. This is what came with the Jaguar. I think I actually played this game on the channel once through emulation, but it didn't have all the audio, and one of the best parts of this is that fucking head and all the shit she says to you the whole time. Why isn't it starting? Let's go here. Alright, here we go. This was the first Good luck. The first 64-bit game I ever played. What are the controls? How do I go? Why am I not going? Oh, there we go.
Well done.
Watch, when you hit something, she'll go, "Where did you learn to drive?" And she just like won't stop. These graphics are amazing.
Good work. Avoid the ground.
Avoid the ground. Thanks for that.
Where did you learn to fly?
Where did you learn to fly?
Avoid the ground.
Oh shit. This game is so fucking bad.
Avoid the ground.
Shut the fuck up. I know to avoid the ground.
Avoid the ground. Avoid the ground. Ouch.
Ouch. This game's so bad. Alright, I'm out of here. So yeah, that's Cybermorph. That was the pack-in game. That's the game everybody had with their Atari. I've got it now. I think I own that game. I'm not sure. I didn't get it when I bought my Atari, but I think I bought it just out of spite. Let's try this. I've never played Fight for Life, I don't think. The Atari Jaguar does not have a good track record when it comes to fighting games, though. And there are. I like the Jaguar, but I fully acknowledge it's got some terrible fucking games on it. I've heard of this game. Yeah, it's supposed to be pretty bad. Like, it was supposed to be their answer to Virtua Fighter, and it was unfinished. Like, it's of course it was released, but they weren't given the time they needed to finish it. Like, look at this opening scene. It's just these two guys standing here. All right, let's play. We'll go with beginner. Kara, Kimura, Lewin, Jenny, Ian, Pog. Oh, is that my only options? Oh, there's more. Muhali, Mr. G. Let's go with Mr. G. That just... Oh, what's that?
Round one.
This is Mr. G. Oh my god, turn around. Look at that blood. You can tell this was the 90s. They had to have lots of blood. It is 3D. I'll give it that. I don't know what these oh, what the hell? They move so slow. And then he just takes off out of nowhere. I want to try and get a ring out and see what that looks like. Get away. Oh, shit. What the hell?
Round 2.
This is awful. This is so bad. It pushes the person away from you so much when you hit them that it takes 20 years to get over to them. Why does their like health bars go away? How do every now and then he'll like run over there? Oh, there's a jump. Oh, I can jump. Okay. It does scale. I'll give it that. Some games can't even scale. This is so bad. Oh my god, it's so disorienting. Oh, I did a special move, I think. I'm the greatest. Jesus, they have so much energy. Okay, yeah, I can't do any more of this. That's so bad. Alright, I'll do one more. I want to do Tempest, but I've played Tempest tons on here. There's Pinball. I'll try that. Missile Command. I kind of want to do Club Drive. I'm going to do Pinball. How do you fuck up Pinball? Come on now. Ninja Golf definitely validates the drug use at Atari, yes. Should be a great voice for text speech on Twitch. Damn it, Jacob, you crashed. This is Ancestor Siri. Indeed. Why does the narrator of the game sound like a demon version of Scooby-Doo? I think they're going for like a Mortal Kombat thing. They were definitely watching Scooby-Doo at Atari, and Scrapyard Puppy came out. Okay, let's try this pinball game, see if it's any good. Can I use the triggers for the paddles? That's all I'm launching. Damn.
3, 2, current status, DEFCON 5.
Whoa, that scrolling is a bit much. Let's see what let's try it. Ruiner. How do I start?
Mark at 5, 4, 3, 2.
Is it starting or is it in attract mode?
Status, DEFCON 5.
Oh, I am playing. How do I... Okay, how do I do the paddles? Hang on. What are the controls? Okay, left flipper, joypad left, right flipper, B button. Okay. A launches the ball. Okay, cool. Why aren't the flippers working? Aren't those flippers? The flippers are not working.
Current status, DEFCON 5.
Okay, now they're working for some reason. Yeah, this is not terrible. But it's not what I would call great either. I'm not even doing anything. Ah! Anyway. Alright, yeah, so that's pinball. Jaguar pinball. Ruiner. Let's try this, I'm gonna try this club drive game. Because it looks like hard driving. And then I'm gonna get out of here. They have the actual book scanned in. Yeah, and the book, I can verify from my Jaguar games I have over there, the instruction books were black and white. Press fire to start. Collect the power balls. Okay. Can I change my... Can I change my... Oh. I can change my camera angle. That one. There we go. Oh, this is bad. It's like a toy car. There's no sound. Why is there no sound? That's the brake. Okay, that's reverse. Why is there no sound? It's like some toy game? I thought it was a... It turns so slow. What are we doing here? Like that little dot on the map looks like I'm going really fast. But I don't feel like I'm going very fast. Oh no. Oh no, what's happening? Oh look, they're playing Pong on the TV. Okay. Whee. Yeah. Okay, so maybe there's more to that game. I'm just not seeing. Hey, yeah, that's it. That's Jaguar. Tempest 2000 is amazing. That is that is a system seller there. I can't believe they didn't include Alien vs Predator. That was probably their best game. Maybe it's I bet that's a rights thing or something like that. But yeah, here's Ninja Golf. Normal. We'll do easy. After many long years of ninja training, you are finally ready for the most difficult test of all. 9 holes of Ninja Golf. Dun dun dun. Okay. What the fuck? Who came up with this? Oh, shit, I gotta fight? What in the hell? I gotta like fight people to get to my... This is Ninja Golf, people. You gotta fight. Giant frogs. Oh, okay. Here we go. Yeah, somebody was high on something when they came up with this. What's that? Oh! Ninja Golf. This is the weirdest shit ever. I guess you can only hit the ball one. There's not like a. There's not like a. What's that? There's not like a way to hit it harder or anything like that. Oh! Teabagged that throwing star, I think it was. We're almost there. We're going to get at least one hole. The fuck is, what is going on here? So I didn't even have to hit the ball into the hole? Who came up with this shit? Yeah, there's something oddly like, I don't know. I didn't hate that. 7800 console would be discontinued a year after Ninja Golf's release. It is rarity, along with the unusual gameplay mix promised by the title. Martial arts, fighting, and golf have helped this quirky game achieve cult status. It wasn't terrible. I ain't gonna lie. It was not terrible. But yeah, guys, that's this experience. You can get it on Steam. It's on Xbox. It's on PlayStation. It's on all the. It's even on Switch. All the places you can get it. They got new games, old games, games you probably never played. Touch Me, you know. So yeah, check it out. It's worth it. I think it's 30 or 40 bucks. It's not like full price, but I think it's really cool. And like I said, I sat there yesterday and just went through all the history stuff, the history side of it, which I think it's gonna take you through all the games. If I had to guess, I just had a lot of interesting little things about it, so definitely worth it in my opinion. How do you? Oh. Oh, there we go. Okay, yeah, I want to quit. Definitely worth it if you have any kind of interest in video games and history of video games whatsoever. It's some pretty interesting stuff. They did a good job with it. Anywho, that's it, guys. Yeah, I know I actually, damn, I still went on for 2 hours. I didn't expect that. So, I got shit to do. I got some stuff I got to go do to prepare for tomorrow for Thanksgiving. Hope you guys all have a good Thanksgiving, by the way. Be thankful for some stuff. I will be, like I said, I'll have some new content coming soon. It'll be some of that older content that I was unable to, that I was having issues editing. There's the review of Donnie's Bar Mitzvah and... Oh, it was a review of unboxing review, the whole shebang of the Sega Genesis Mini, which that's way behind, but I have it. That I did on stream. The Sega Genesis Mini 2, which I have a Sega Genesis Mini 1 now. Since shooting that, I purchased one of those. I found a really good deal on it at a retro game store last week. But this is for the Mini 2. And that other video, or actually it's two videos, but one I'm real deep into that I'm working on would be a new type of content That will be coming soon. I'm going to have a Glass Onion review when I go see that here shortly, and also Avatar Way of Water. There'll be others. I'm still going to do some new movies, just not... It's not going to be my main focus anymore. If I do a movie review of a new movie, it's because it's something I really wanted to talk about for whatever reason. I mean, I may still do newer movies, but it's not necessarily going to be, this is the movie, it comes out in 3 days, and I got it early, blah, 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 all that. If I get sent something and I happen to be out early, yeah, I'll do that. But I'm going to try and just have some more interesting, fun, entertaining, creative content that I can put out there that I'm happy to put out. I want to release a video now. I don't want to be happy that I released content. I want to be happy with the content I released. Ooh, that's real good. I like that. There it is. That's what I'm doing moving forward. So more content is coming. Once I hit that stride, it will be very regular content. But it probably will be a few days before something else comes out. If it happens to be a few more days, then I'll probably go live one afternoon or evening or something, just to kind of say hi, play a game, or just do whatever. Talk, bullshit. I don't know. We'll see. Last few comments we got here. A4, this game would elicit jaw-dropping reaction, like God of War type fanfare. Imagine time traveling back to the 80s and showing them a PS5. They took Duck Hunt and said, okay, we're going to change a few things. The PS5 would have been a national security risk back then. They'd have been like, what the hell is that thing? Then I'll say an internet router and they'll believe me. This game is sick. Which one we talk about? Ninja Golf? Indeed, this is like my favorite so far. I actually like this game. I see myself playing this. Thanks for showing this to us, Jacob. You forgot to cancel Touch Me. Yeah, right? Ryan says, Jacob, maybe you should use your giant green screen to insert yourself into these old video games like Nick Arcade. I could do that. I very much could. I may insert myself into all kinds of things. Which, by the way, I think I told everybody. I could be way off the mark here. I'm having another kid. I think I announced that a while back. I told some people. I don't really talk my personal life very much, but my wife is pregnant, and she's. I'm pretty sure I said that. I could be wrong. If not, there it is. She's pregnant. She's like, what is it, like 7 months pregnant now? He's coming in February. And it's a he. This will be the first boy that I ever fathered, like sired. So I can make boys apparently. But yeah, so that's been going on too. I don't remember. I may have said that, but if I didn't, there you go. Thanks, man. I don't have that in the UK. Have what? What do you not have in the UK? But I have a good one tomorrow. What? What do you not have in the UK? Is there a holiday? Oh, you're talking. Thanksgiving. Yeah, I doubt you guys would have Thanksgiving in the UK. Especially seeing as how one of the reasons we have Thanksgiving is because we left the UK to come here. It's kind of the beginning of all that. But yeah, we'll be, have a good day tomorrow either way. I don't know, Christmas, I guess. We got Christmas. Harvest Festival. What's up, Cooking with Coco? How you doing? Speaking of insertion, congrats. Hey, thanks. Thank you, everybody. But anyway, we're thankful for the land, essentially, but I just want some stuffing, right? Alrighty, ladies and gents, I'm going to get out of here. You guys enjoy either your Thanksgiving or your Thursday or whatever's going on tomorrow for you. If it's Thanksgiving, eat a lot of good food and have a good day and tell people thanks and think about what you're thankful for. I'm thankful for all you guys coming and spending time with my channel, amongst many other things. I'm thankful that I am now looking forward to making content on my channel again. But if it's just a Thursday, have a good Thursday. Hope it's a pretty day for you. But I will see you all guys sometime soon, somewhere here on the channel, blah, 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 whatever. Just, I'll release some stuff and announce what I got coming up next. And I don't know where my outro button is. There it is. All right, see you guys later. Thanks for hanging out. Bye.